Another crazy story.
Another crazy story.
Seems like all we have is crazy stories.
All we have is crazy. It's a movie. It's a movie over here, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this story is fun because we both tell it very differently, and you'll soon notice which one's the truth and which no. But I think it's just interesting to hear from both of our perspectives because we were having a very different day when we met each other. So I'm gonna let my baby kick it off. How we met, babe. Set the stage.
Set the stage. All right, so it was a Monday morning. To be precise,
it was Monday morning?
It was Monday morning.
Wow.
June 1st, 2020.
Middle of the pandemic.
Middle of the pandemic, right? The riots had just happened over the weekend in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
People were just looting Lennox, Phipps Plaza, all that crazy stuff.
Man, I didn't get nothing.
Good. I feel like they got a task force still working in the works right now. They're going
tracking down the fur coats.
They're gonna catch you later. But yeah, so
the PPP boys.
Oh man, Biden got a task force ready to figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So back to the story. So we were actually on a flight. We're at Hartsfield, Jackson, and
that's Atlanta. If you don't know.
Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And we were just going to different destinations. So I was going to Colorado. She was going to LA. Let me set the stage, all right? So I'm sitting down in the aisle.
The plane's boarding.
The plane's boarding, and I see this fine specimen of a woman walking down the aisle, and I'm just like, man, I hope she comes and sits by me, right? So she's coming down, and I'm just like, she's coming down, just like looking, and I was like, I hope she sits right next to me. And so she puts her stuff in the overhead compartment, and I'm like looking at her, and then what you said, man?
I was like, can I sit down? My seat's right there.
I was like, oh yeah. And so she puts her suitcase up, and unfortunately, it just haunts me to this day.
He did not help you with my suitcase, y'all. He did not. But it was Corona. So
a virus, man.
That virus. So it's a small past during Corona, but still.
I didn't want to catch that COVID, you feel me?
Whatever.
So that's what it was. And so she sits right next to me, the window seat was available. It's a pandemic. I think Delta, they kept one seat available, and she just on each row.
But my actual ticket said like the middle seat, and his ticket said aisle seat. So we were sitting right next to each other like this. And there was an empty seat right here, and the plane was still boarding.
And so it ended up, nobody else came, and we're like, okay, and she decides to scoot over to the window seat, and I was
crushed.
I was like, oh. I was like,
she doesn't want to
sit
right next to a stranger.
Why wouldn't she want that? So we just go back to doing our own thing. I got my headphones in. I'm chilling.
I'm
asleep. You was tired? You was asleep?
I was tired. I mean, okay, I'll tell my story up to this point. So it's a Monday morning. I'm heading back to LA. I came to Atlanta to visit my mom and some friends, and as my mom was driving me to the airport, I'm like, I don't even want to go back to LA because it's the pandemic. I just moved to LA. I didn't have a lot of friends there, and I was like, I'm having so much fun in Atlanta. At least I get to see some people that I know. I get to hang out with my mom and her dog, So even like coming up to the airport, I was like, man, forget this flight. I'm not about to get on it. But then I had a thought. I was like, dang, I have those plants back in my apartment. Like, I don't want them to die. So I was like, I'll go home, feed the plants, come back to Atlanta. I rolled out the bed and went straight to the airport. So I was looking a mess. I don't know what he was talking about. My hair was like big, poofy, curly. I had just like, right before I walked to the airport, I snatched it back into a little ponytail.
Needed snatched out of the scene. Oof.
I was literally wearing the clothes I wore to bed at the airport. Like, legitimate.
Ooh, that's what that phone was?
Stop.
I was just playing, yeah.
But I mean, it was presentable. It wasn't like pajamas, but still. When I was getting on the flight, I was like, oh, looks like a young, cute guy. I never get to sit next to any young, cute people. So I didn't really, I was like, whatever, let's just see who I'm sitting next to. And I get to the row, and this is his row, and I'm putting up my suitcase, and I'm like struggling because the suitcase is super heavy.
Yikes.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I must look crazy because he's not helping me. And I had these glasses on, and like I was putting the suitcase up, and they knocked my glasses like half off my face. So I'm looking disheveled, okay? And I look down at him, and he's just like,
just looking at her.
And I'm like, maybe he doesn't want me to sit next to him.
Excuse me.
And so I'm like fixing glasses, like, hey, can I, scoot? That's my seat right there. Nobody comes down, so I move over one, because it's weird to, if there's unless you know the person, that's a little,
For real, yeah.
And then I went to sleep because I was very tired.
And like I said, I'm listening to music. And so as the flight progresses, she's falling asleep, right? And so a couple of leg movements, they end up coming my way. So we was kind of like this, right? She had her leg on top of my leg. She had long, sexy, stallion legs. And I was like, okay, she's not moving. I ain't gonna interrupt her sleep.
Men think everything is a sign, y'all. Even when you asleep.
Listen, it is.
That's terrible.
And then she could have easily snatched that leg back. But as she's sleeping, I try and get a couple of glances at her to see what she looks like. She got a mask on, I got a mask on. So I try and be sneak, like looking at the window, trying to see the clouds, and just get a couple glances at her,
I was doing the same thing though. I was kind of like, when I was awake, I was like out this corner of my eye, like just looking like, oh, he looks kind of tall. Were you wearing Vans?
Yeah, I was wearing Vans. I was wearing a Nike.
I was kind of just trying to discern like how old he was and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. We can talk about our first impressions. Oh, yeah. I thought he was younger than he was. I thought he was like a kid, like in college.
What?
Because you're young. You have a very youthful face, even behind a mask. You do. And so I was like, oh yeah, it's probably too young for me, whatever.
Oh man. So as the flight is about to land, right, and I'm just thinking to my head, I was like, yo, I got this feeling, right? Normally I just mind my own business. I don't talk to anybody. It's very rare. And so I was just like, yeah, I have to talk to her. And I'm trying to think, what am I going to say? How am I going to start this conversation?
Here with the smoothest line, y'all.
Smooth, right? Smooth. So as the plane lands and she's, waking up, gathering herself, and I'm like, how was your nap? Woo! Killing them with that one. How was your nap?
How was your nap, shawty? Can I get your number?
How was your nap? Huh?
My nap was fabulous.
Fabulous?
Yeah, it made me laugh instantly because I was like, he's trying to just come up with anything to talk to me. But I was like, oh, okay, I'll engage. And also, that was our first, we had like some psychic
telepathy moments.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was our first one because when I was sitting there, like the plane had landed, what do you call it, like taxiing?
Yeah.
When it was going to the gate. And I was like, in my mind, I kind of wanted to talk to him, but I didn't really know what to talk about because awkward, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was just thinking in my mind, like, I hope he talks to me. I was like trying to will him to talk to me.
And that was that feeling for me. That was that feeling. That was that compelling feeling. That's crazy, right? Tell me that's not crazy. Tell me that's not crazy.
It's very crazy. What's another moment?
Okay, so one time we're in Cartagena, right? And we're about to lay down for a nap. And so we literally go we lay down at the same time and we fall asleep and we just look at each other like
we had never done
it, never.
And there was no clap.
There's no clapper, right? Just simultaneously on beat, perfect.
Okay. Also in Cartagena, we went to this mall and we went shopping. And we split up.
Yes.
And we both came back with two shirts that were exactly the same color. Like it was green
and pink.
And it was the same shade.
Same exact shade. Like it was
so crazy.
It's crazy. We didn't even talk to each other. We just came back with the same exact color shirt. Tell me that's not crazy. That's so crazy. And we have so many other moments. So many, like too many to count. But yeah, we started talking about, what we did, what we went, what we did in school. No, but we talked about like when we were graduating.
Oh, okay.
Like so at the time, she was like, when did you graduate? Okay, I ain't gonna say. Well,
I graduated 2017.
2017.
Spelman College.
Spelman.
And yeah. We
Computer
talked about
science.
that. Computer science. He went to school for computer science too.
So I dropped out, but I didn't say that. I was, class of 2018.
I forgot about that. Wow, a Capri, y'all.
Class of 20. Listen, I'm still in school. I'm gonna graduate, so don't worry about it.
You are not still in school. But school's not for everybody. And
it's not for everybody.
If you can get to the back without school, good for you.
Mm-hmm. So that was one of the things, and I told her, I'm a mortgage lender. I'm in real estate.
Sorry, I just yawned all of I have no decorum. You're in my home.
Anyways, real estate.
I wanted a house.
Yeah, I can help you.
We talked a little bit about that on our last video.
And I took out my phone and I put in my password, and she was like, That's a bad password.
So at the time, my technical background is all cybersecurity, and I nerd alert. Hello. Anyway, his shit was like, what? Oh, his
5555.
Basically.
5555. That was my password.
Was it?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
And I was just like, this man is.
But let me tell you why. Because we were always wearing masks. Face ID never wanted to work, so I just wanted to make it easy. Boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. His other passwords are more difficult.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just a little hee hee ha.
Oh, and at first I thought she had an Android, right? No offense to people with Androids, but it's like, do I really want to be texting somebody with an Android? Green emojis, can't FaceTime them.
So rude.
And I was like,
and I didn't have an Android. I don't know why you got
Android,
that.
bro. I was like, oh.
Was my phone old? I don't think my phone was old.
I just was like, I'm gonna have to Skype her. But yes, got her number, and she put her number in my phone. And so as the plane, everybody was starting to, get off the plane. And I got off, right? I got her number, and did I say bye? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think she was still getting her stuff, but I got my stuff because I was ready to go. And then so I waited for her.
And he left.
I waited for her outside, and then she came, and I think she asked me, kind of how to pronounce my name. And I was like, Frantzky. She's like jet ski. And I feel like that was the conception of jet ski. That's her nickname. Jet ski, Frantzky, jet ski, boom. We decided to walk together, and there was a train that we had to get. We're in Dallas right now, so we just arrived in Dallas.
We skipped over the part where he again did not help me with my luggage.
Corona, didn't want to touch that COVID. Fellas,
Don't be caught like that.
Yeah,
it's
don't
not
do
a
that.
good look.
Okay, just help him out, right?
I truly thought this man is uninterested.
But see, it's like so conflicting, right? Because I do that, but then I wait for her.
Yeah, you did wait for me and walk me to my next flight.
Mm-hmm.
In Dallas.
And we're talking, and we're going up the escalator. So I'm starting to, look at her up and down and get a picture of the body. I'm looking at the cakes. And so we're on a train, headed to the next terminal for the other flight. And this is kind of when we make our goodbyes. And yeah, that was pretty much it. We just kind of said bye to each other because she got off first. And I was like, oh man. I said, but I got a number, so that's it. I'm good. And once I make it to my terminal, I immediately, went on Facebook and tried to see what she looked like in LinkedIn. And so I found it, and I was like, okay, she cute.
A little thing.
A little something?
Yeah, it's like a little crust.
Lick it.
I don't think I'm
Okay. Yeah, so.
Yeah, you found me.
I found
What did
her.
you think? You think I was cute?
Yeah, I was like, she's cute. She has a nice smile, Just real cute. Very nice, symmetrical face. Face was beat, looking cute. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. At the end,
That
our
was
stories
pretty
are
much
pretty much the
it,
same.
Now, let me give you guys a little extra information. So it was later in the day, right? I texted her my name. I texted her my name, and then she said, safe travels with the heart. And I was like, boom, I'm in there. And, I was like, okay. So literally fast forward later, I think it was like 6 p.m. that night. I texted her, I was like, yo, it was really nice to meet you.
Yo.
I didn't say yo.
Yo.
I didn't say yo. I was like, it's really nice to meet you.
Oh, man.
I think you're really dope, and I just want to get to know you more. And if you would,
those first texts are on our Instagram. If you would
yeah,
cringe,
go check those
if you
out.
want some cringeworthy content, go check those out.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was so sweet. It was sweet. He double texted me. The ladies were like, "Look, oh, he was super interested in you because he double texted me." Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize, but yeah, you did. And I texted him back. It took me a while to get home in LA because there was like a bunch of traffic stuff related to the riots.
I double texted you. I gotta take the message. You know, I'm not. It's not.
Yeah, whatever. You double texted me. So many people saw the text and were like, "Oh, he double texted you, girl. That's how you know he likes you." I'm like, okay.
I probably did, but I just don't remember.
I mean, you abandoned your whole trip to come see me, babe. So you
Yeah,
like me.
yeah.
We like to live together now. It's okay. You could admit these things. It's fine.
But yeah, so I mean, I had texted her, and it took her forever to respond. I'm like, oh, what did I do? What did I say wrong? I'm talking to my friend who I'm here to see
In Denver,
like,
in Colorado.
in Colorado, and I'm just like, oh man, bro. I was like, what did I say wrong? You know, why she didn't hit me back? And like she was saying, you know, she was busy running around, traffic, all that stuff.
But I eventually texted him back, and he said he was gonna come, and I was like, man, whatever. Some random guy in a plane, not supposed to come to LA. I was like, all right, see you when you get here. And then he popped up, and we had our first date and all of that. And we can talk about that in another video. But what's your first impression of me? I remember later on you said I thought you were an architect.
Oh yeah, for some
So it
reason,
had, like, a
yeah,
little-
she had like a little folder thingy. I thought she was like, you know, graphic, something like that. You know, nice little physique, and I could tell, you know, she was pretty under that mask. You know, they'd be like, "How you know I'm pretty?" I could just tell, you know, I could tell. But yeah, I thought, you know, you were pleasant to be around. You know, from the little thing, like I got good vibes from her. So, what about you?
Same. I got good vibes from you. I thought, like
So
I
I
said
was
earlier,
young.
I thought you were younger than you were. He is younger than me, but he's not that young. What else?
You was looking at
he's
my
from.
hands.
Yeah, he had very nice hands, guys. Your hands are important.
Yeah, like I said in the video, you know, get the manicures, man.
He had nice hands. He had nice eyes. You know, I feel like you can have psycho eyes. He doesn't look like a killer. He looked very kind. I remember thinking back, like a very nice, just like a nice dude. And I thought he was courageous to talk to me, because a lot of people just won't, you know, even if they want to, they won't talk to you. What else? I don't know, that was about it.
Yeah, that was it, you know.
And that's the story.
But yeah, that's pretty much the story. I decided to just cut my trip short and go see her and hang out with her and love on her.
He stayed for so long, you guys. I thought he was
Yo,
gonna
why
come.
does she keep saying I stayed for so long?
We just
Man, I
did this
stayed for-
podcast. We're gonna shout it out when it drops,
sure.
and we tell this story. I think probably even in more detail than we just told it, kind of.
Yeah. It's like
But
an hour, probably.
it was a long time.
But anyways, I stayed there for like a week. You know, I'm in California. What you want me to do, man?
But I thought he was like, "Let me come to California and take you on, you know, our first date." And so I thought he was gonna be there for like a weekend, like 3 days, 2 days. But we had our first date, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm here until Thursday." I'm like, "What?" Like, "Oh, okay, I guess we're gonna hang out some more." And so we did, which I mean, in the long run, it was helpful. Because I think, again, we talked about this in this podcast, but intention and just showing people that you are interested is super important. And it kind of helped you decipher between who's really, you know, for you and a good use of your time versus who isn't. Bam.
Bam. And so, yeah.
And it's been a very good use of my time.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yo. No.
Yo, you real cool, man.
Okay, thanks.
But yeah, so that's pretty much the story of how we met, and it's just been up ever since. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
We're about to change our outfits and do another video.
Do another video. Don't forget to like, comment, share,
Subscribe.
subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.